Donnajodhan presents Your Mental Stretch with Donna podcast, a monthly podcast that shows you how to use your mind and imagination to help you become more productive at what you do. Donna shows you how easy it is to get rid of cobwebs and clutter in your mind and imagination, and to spark and stimulate your creative juices. The mental stretch can be done anywhere, at any time of the day, and for any length of time. See how you can overcome trauma, drama, and stress by engaging in Donna's mental stretch. For after all, the mental stretch is just another way for you to relax, recharge, regurgitate, and renew. No more stress and sadness. No more feelings of being overwhelmed and being overtaken. Sit back and let Donna show you how her mental stretch can help you to be free from those everyday challenges and irritants. It's time to start your mental stretch.
Hey, I'm Donnajodhan, your host for your mental stretch with Donna, and we are now up to the month of September. I always think of this song, See You in September. Well, you know what? September is finally here. And it's a sort of a funny month too, in that we are getting ready to welcome fall, but we're also getting ready to say bye-bye to summer 2024. And it has been quite a summer for most of us. But first, I'd like to thank everyone for continuing to drop in to listen to my Your Mental Stretch with Donna podcast. Thank you for your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions, your feedback. It is so important to me personally to get all of this. Please keep on sending your feedback, thoughts, comments, and suggestions to me at donnajodhan@gmail.com. That's donnajodhan@gmail.com. donnajodhan@gmail.com. And thank you to my dear little brother in Montreal, Mike Cicello. Mike, I know that you had a bit of a big setback in July when your papa passed on. I know how much you loved and adored him, but just think of this, Mike, he's watching over you from his perch in heaven. Please, always remember that, and remember too that your big sister is always here for you. Hi to your wonderful wife, Heather. So I'm going to start September's mental stretch with Donna by just reminding you as to what the mental stretch is all about. My mental stretch presents you with practical, natural, and logical strategies to manage your mental resources, your capabilities, and your disabilities. I created the mental stretch several years ago, just before COVID, because I felt that it was time to find another way to deal with mental management. Since then, I've had very great success in that my friends and associates and family have all been practicing this and are sharing it with others, and it has taken off like a bat out of hell, as they would say. Here's what I do. My mental stretch is made up of mental stretches, motivators, and activators. The SMA, suite of strategies. The mental stretchers are meant to stretch your mental capabilities and your abilities. The mental motivators are meant to help motivate you into waking up your imagination, making up your mind, and sparking and stimulating your creative juices. And the mental activators are meant to get your mental psyche in action. Wake it up, get it acting. Not just wake it up alone, get it acting. And there is my MIC principle, where I show you and help you to understand how to clear your mind and your imagination of cobwebs and clutter, and how to spark and stimulate your creative juices. The MIC principle. Okay? I can help you to clear your mind of not just clutter and cobwebs, but also to deal with such things as stress, distress, trauma, drama, time crunches, and organizational crunches. Please let me help you. Please write to me at donnajodhan@gmail.com. Let's start with my message for this month. Okay? Here's my message. Let's take the time to enjoy some of our favorite sounds, smells, tastes, and sights. Let's venture outdoors or sit on our back decks or on our patios. Take strolls or drives. Enjoy the ocean or the lake. That is my message for this month of September. And as I said, September is a very interesting month where you get to see the ending of summer and the beginning of fall. That's my message for September. And now let's go to my ETSE announcement, where I ask you please to visit YouTube. Visit my YouTube channel, and you will see my announcement for ETSE, where I talk about using ETSE to help others create and think outside the box. Go to ETSE and you will see for yourself. Okay? I don't want you to just go there and buy my products. Okay? Go there and motivate yourself. So it is etsy.com/shop/blindlybrilliant. So it's www.etse.com/shop/blindlybrilliant. Okay? Please go there and look at my announcement. Or if not, send an email to me at donnajodhan@gmail.com, and I will be happy to share my monthly announcements with you. Okay, so let's get down to our business of the month. Okay? Let's look at the stretchers, which involves using the five senses. Senses of hearing, smell, taste, touch, and sight. Mental motivators. Alphabetical motivators. Okay. Quotes to ponder. The brain teaser. And favorite alphabetical names. My activator for the month is titled Wishables for You. Okay? All right, so I'm going to start with the mental stretchers. And I say to you, if you can have stretchers for your arms, your legs, your knees, your thighs, your legs, your back, your head, why not have mental stretchers? Stretchers I will show you how to use. And you can use my mental stretchers, or as a whole, the mental stretch with Donna. You can use it at any time of the day, from when you first wake up in the morning to before breakfast, after breakfast, mid-morning, lunchtime, after lunch, in the afternoon, before dinner, after dinner, before you go to bed. for any length of time, from as briefly as a few seconds to about an hour. And anywhere, from the comfort of your bed to your relaxing chair, to your kitchen table, your dining room table, anywhere at all. Okay? Those are what, or you can use my mental stretchers anywhere. All right, let's start by using the sense of hearing. Okay? Now, what I like you to think about is this. Think of your ears leading the charge by using the sense of hearing and sending messages starting with your toes, your feet, your legs, your thighs, your calves, your knees, up, 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 through your back, through your stomach, and up to the brain. The ears are, for this segment, with regard to the sense of hearing, your ears are going to be the ones that starts the charge and spreads the charge. Okay? Sense of hearing. Think of dried leaves blowing in the wind. I'm not sure if I'm making a good enough imitation of blowing leaves, but think of blowing leaves, and the ears sends this message of blowing leaves. And you might say, well, how am I going to hear these blowing leaves if I cannot go outside? That's okay. Use your mind and your imagination to think of blowing leaves. Think of hearing them. Think of the blowing of whistles on a football field. Football season has started everywhere. High school, college, professionally, everywhere. Think of blowing whistles. The referee blowing his whistle like crazy to get the attention of players. Think of chalk scraping on a blackboard. Yes, people still use chalk and blackboard. Professors and teachers still use chalk and blackboard in classrooms. So think of chalk scraping against the blackboard as teachers and professors race to share their ideas with their students. Okay? All right. Send an email to me at donnajodhan@gmail.com if you would like to expand on this or these suggestions. All right. Next, we're going to go to the sense of hearing. Sorry, sense of smell. Sense of smell. Okay. Sense of smell. Okay. Hot chocolate and brewing coffee in a cafe. But let me just step back to the sense of hearing. You can not only use your sense of hearing for those suggestions that I just gave to you. Use your sense of sight as well. Okay? Think of visualizing the leaves blowing in the wind. Think of this. Think of chalk scraping on a blackboard. Think of the professor or the teacher standing in front of the classroom with a frown on his face, because what he wants to do is this. He wants to share his ideas with you. Okay? Think and concentrate, okay, on the professor. Okay? All right. The blowing of whistles on a football field, easy to visualize. Think of football players running around, racing each other, pushing each other. Think of it. New football season, right? So think of using your sense of sight to do this. Okay, let's return to the sense of smell. Okay. All right. We said hot chocolate and brewing coffee in a cafe. Smell it. Smell it. And who is going to lead the charge this week or for this session? It is your nostrils, because your nostrils are going to be tickled by these senses of smell. And you can also use your sense of sight to picture the mug of hot chocolate or the mug of brewing coffee. All right? Sense of smell. Okay. Here's another suggestion. A pot of hot stew simmering on the stove. Again, your nostrils are going to lead the charge. For whereas with the sense of hearing, the ears led the charge, now it's your nostrils. The nostrils pick up the scent of hot stew on the stove. And it sends a message down, starting with your toes, up to your feet, then to your legs, your calves, your knees, your thighs, up, up, up to the brain. That finally says, oh, I can't ignore this message anymore. It's a scent of hot stew. Lovely stew with carrots and potatoes and other vegetables and beef. Think of it. And dumplings. Don't forget the dumplings. Sense of smelling all of this. Think of the scent of musk. Sort of a very soothing scent, I think. Again, the nostrils picks it up and starts spreading the messages from the toes up to the feet, up to the legs, the calves, the knees, the thighs, the back, the stomach, up, up, up to the brain, and wakes up the mind and the imagination. The scent of musk. Send me an email with your own suggestions to donnajodhan@gmail.com. For my next session, let's go to this. Sense of taste. And for this one, it is going to be your tongue or your palate that is going to lead off the charge and spread the message. Sense of taste. A juicy ripe apple. Think of biting into this juicy ripe red apple. So, the palate or the tongue picks up this taste, and the sense of sight can assist as well. Think of seeing this juicy red ripe apple. Bite into it. Feel the juice trickling down your chin. Go for it. Fresh grapes. Again, bite into those fresh, ripe grapes and feel the juice trickling down your chin. Think of your palate or your tongue leading the charge with the sense of taste. Or a banana. Yeah, bite into the banana. It may not be my favorite fruit, but it is the favorite fruit of many people. Again, the tongue and the palate picks up this, sends its messages, and then waits for the messages to filter upwards to the brain, to the mind and the imagination, and then to your creative juices. Visualize a nice banana that you are peeling and ready to, about ready to eat. Okay? Send me an email with your own suggestions to donnajodhan@gmail.com. For my final mental stretcher, the sense of touch. And for this time, it is your fingers that are going to do the waking up and sending the messages. All right? Sense of touch. Hands around a mug of warm drink. Put your hands around this mug of a warm drink. Touch it. Squeeze it. Let it sit comfortably in your hands, and picture this as well. So it is your fingers and your hands that are doing the charge for this time around. And it sends the messages, starts with your toes, your feet, your legs, your calves, your knees, your thighs, up through your back, and up to the brain, the mind, and the imagination. Trust me when I tell you this works, because I often use it on a very cool day to wake up my body, various parts of my body, and then the rest takes place. Hands on an open printed book. This is a little bit different. You're going to put your hands on this book. You're going to touch the pages of this book. You're going to feel the pages. And soon the message gets sent up where the mind and imagination says, hey, you know, time to wake up and start creating something in writing. A blog, an editorial, anything, a press release, anything like that. Piece of poetry, piece of prose, anything like that. How about touching a tactile drawing? Allow your fingers to do the walking. Touch the tactile drawing. Let your fingers wander over the tactile drawing. Allow your fingers to send the messages starting with the toes and upwards. Allow it to send the message upwards to the mind and the imagination and the creative juices. Send me an email to donnajodhan@gmail.com with your own thoughts, your suggestions, and your feedback and comments. Okay. How about this? We are now going to step into the mental motivators. Okay? Mental motivators. Alphabetical motivators. And for this week, I'm going to suggest we think of the letter M. Here goes. Magnificent. A magnificent piece of work, a magnificent recipe, a magnificent almost anything. Think of the word magnificent and how you can use this to motivate yourself. Magnify. Magnify your ideas. Magnify your thoughts, your suggestions, your comments, your feedback. Magnify. Marvelous. Another word to describe something. A marvelous anything, really. Marvelous piece of cake, a marvelous opera, a marvelous game, a marvelous friend, anything like that. Marvelous. Master. You've mastered something. You're going to master something. You're going to master how to write a press release, or how to write a blog, or how to create a sizzling recipe. Mastery. You have gained mastery over something that you have been fighting to do for the last few months. Mastery. Masterful. A masterful piece of art, a masterful piece of music, a masterful almost anything. You have created a masterful something. Mega. Another word for mega is big. So mega. Mega thoughts. You have mega thoughts of doing something very interesting. Midday. The time when a lot of thoughts come floating into your mind and your imagination. You're sitting there at midday on a sort of a sunny day. It's coming to the end of summer, beginning of fall, but midday is still very special for you. It's when you take time to enjoy a nice lunch or to relax. Modify. You modify something to make it work better. Modify. Morning. Think of the morning as to waking up with new ideas, new thoughts, new interests, a new resolve to do something. The morning. With the birds singing and the flowers being so fragrant. Think of a mug of your special drink or your favorite drink. Visualize all of this. Music. Music is what makes the world go round. Think of your favorite music, some special music. I thought of this piece of music. It's a song that Celine Dion sang at the August Olympics in Paris. It's a favorite love song of France. I don't know the title, and I'm not going to hum it for you anyways. Okay? So, there it is. A must read, a must do, a must have, a must take. It's something that sparks commitment. Okay? All right. Here is a quote to ponder. We're still on mental motivators. Here it is. Confidence is the only key. I know a lot of people who aren't traditionally beautiful, not symmetrical, okay, not perfect or not perfect skinned. But none of that matters. But all that matters is all that shines through is their confidence, humor, and comfort with themselves. I cannot think of any beauty. I cannot think of any better representation of beauty of someone who is unafraid to be themselves. I love this quotation. Emma Stone wrote this. I may have botched this quote a little bit, but if you want a copy of this quote, please write to me at donnajodhan@gmail.com and I will send you this quote. I know it's hard to listen to it and write it down, but look to my show notes or write to me. Okay? All right. How about a brain teaser for you? Which is your favorite taste? Sweet, savory, or salt? Okay? Sweet, savory, or salt, or even spicy. Think of it. I'm not sure what mine is. It might be savory, but I also like sweet. I like them all, to tell you the truth. But that's a mental motivator for you. Okay? How about the favorite alphabetical name? And I'm going to do the letter M. I like the name Mark for a guy, Miko for a guy, Misha for a guy, Michelle for a girl or a guy, Melanie for a girl, Melissa for a girl. So I've given you a lot of names to think about as your favorite name beginning with the letter M. Okay? I'm going to end my podcast today by giving you a mental activator. And here is what it is. Okay? A glass of gladness. This is from me to you, a glass of gladness. Lots of gladness I wish for you in a glass of gladness. This is it for me for this month, folks. Your mental stretch with Donna for the month of September 2024. I thank you all for continuing to support me with your encouragement and your suggestions, comments, feedback, and thoughts. Thank you, Mike. Mike, hang in there. I know that you're dealing with a lot right now, but your dad is watching over you. I firmly believe in this. Guys, take good care. Have a great rest of the day, a great rest of the week, a great month of September. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you for the month of October. Bye for now.
That's it for this month. Donna hopes you enjoyed your mental stretch for today. She invites you to write at AskDonna on blindlife@gmail.com. Share your thoughts and feedback. Stay well and stay safe. Until next month.